Good morning, Greater Latrobe. From the WCAT TV studio, I'm your host, Jaden Alisi. Today is the deadline to enter a 6-person team in the Holiday Volleyball Festival Tournament. Please turn in the completed roster sheet the $10 donation of canned goods to Mr. McCombie or Mrs. Zingis by the end of the day. German Club will be hosting a gingerbread house competition today in the CSC during Lunch and Learn 1. All are invited, and there will be a vote to see who wins and gets a prize. Chick-fil-A Leader Academy members are reminded that their next mandatory meeting is Monday, December 20th in the CSC during all of Lunch and Learn. Please bring your lunch with you to the meeting. Contact Mrs. Koss with questions. We go to Emily Sweeney for the 3-day forecast.
Thanks, Jaden, and good morning, Wildcats. Here's your 3-day forecast. Today we can expect to see mostly cloudy skies with a high of 51 and a low of 44. To start off the weekend, there will be a high of 62 and a low of 32 with clouds and a high chance of rain. And finally, on Sunday, there will be a high of 38 and a low of 23 with partly cloudy skies. That's all for your 3-day forecast. Thanks, and back to you.
Thanks, Emily. We'll be back after these messages.
This holiday season, the Pep Club will be doing something special for all students and faculty. There will be a holiday spirit week during the week leading up to break to get everyone excited for the season. This will take place from Monday, December 20th through Thursday, December 23rd. Each day, a raffle will be drawn from the participants, and the winner will receive a goodie bag. To receive your raffle entry, visit the Pep Club table in the Commons area during Lunch and Learn. On Monday, wear your most festive pair of socks. Tuesday, show off your holiday hat. On Wednesday, sport your ugliest sweater. And on Thursday, wear your favorite pair of seasonal pajamas. We cannot wait to see everyone's holiday spirit.
The Exploring Hispanic Foods class will be selling some traditional Spanish cookies. Stop by the table in the Commons from the 8th and the 20th of December. The class will be selling them for $1 each during all of Lunch and Learn. The cookies being sold will include Spanish parvolones, Brazilian fudge chocolate truffles, alfajores, caramel sandwiches, cookies, Marlonican spiral pastries, coconut macaroons, and dulce de leche and chocolate, and Puerto Rican coconut kisses. Cookies will also be sold in the Cat's Cafe during the first set of the day. Come by and enjoy some delicious cookies.
Wondering what's on the menu today? Here's Emma Santora with What's Cooking.
What's cooking, Latrobe? It's Friday, December 17th, and cooking up in the main line, there is nacho taco platter and sweet corn. In the sandwich line, there are hamburgers, cheeseburgers, and chicken patties. Moving on over to the pizza line, there are homemade plain and pepperoni pizzas and Bosco cheese sticks. Lastly, in the salad bar, there are fresh salads and deli hoagies. The soup of the day is chicken Florentine. That's all for What's Cooking. Thanks, and back to you.
Thanks, Emma. Don't forget, today is the deadline to submit your application for the school's Lighthouse team. Did you know that according to PennDOT data, the holiday season continues to be the leading time period for traffic crashes? The SAD Club wants to remind everyone to travel safely. Always wear your seatbelt, avoid texting and cell phone distractions, and never drive impaired. Please make safe and smart decisions. There are plenty of fun and safe options for activities to do with your friends without bringing drugs or alcohol into the mix. Join the SAD Club on Tuesday, December 21st in the Commons area during Lunch and Learn to decorate Christmas cookies. Be creative and have fun without drugs or alcohol. Now here's Ariel Teppert with Wildcat World News.
Good morning, Latrobe. Today in Wildcat World News, the New York City Council passed legislation Thursday to allow nearly 800,000 legal non-citizens who have lived in the city for over 30 days to vote in local elections. It would apply to green card and work permit holders, as well as those within deferred action for childhood arrivals. There are multiple mixed emotions regarding this issue. Next is Give Kids the World Village has launched their second annual Holiday Lights Extravaganza. Running until January 2nd, illuminating the Central Florida skyline, the 52-night open house will once again provide the public with a rare glimpse inside Give Kids the World Village, an 89-acre, whimsical nonprofit resort that provides critically ill children with magical week-long wishes at no cost. Lastly, when coronavirus lockdown forced businesses to shutter and pushed millions from their jobs earlier this year, Francesca Chai had her work cut out. Within days of Malaysia introducing movement restrictions in mid-March, mirroring much of the rest of the world, this entrepreneur was onboarding and finding jobs for thousands of workers in need of new income. Her work is still continuing to this day. That's all for Wildcat World News. Thanks, and back to you.
Thanks for tuning into this edition of WCAT TV News. Stay tuned for Wildcat All Access.
Good morning, Greater Latrobe. Welcome to Wildcat All Access, where we bring you news from our Greater Latrobe Wildcat teams. The varsity wrestling team traveled to Hickory High School last weekend to attend the Hickory Invitational. It took place on Friday night into Saturday morning. The team finished up with 256 points, which allowed them to secure the victory by a large margin. The team had 7 finalists with Luke Willishow, Vinny Kilcarry, Jacob Braun, Jack Pletcher, and Wyatt Held, all coming in first as Leo Joseph and Corey Borio notched on it a second-place finish. Tyler Lynch, Sam Snyder, Braden Bronson, Wyatt Smucker, and Lucio Angelico all placed as well. Well done, boys, and good luck this season. Reporter Abby Williams spoke to some of the wrestlers about their expectations for this season.
Coach Mears is really looking forward to their 2021-2022 season, as the boys are working day in and day out during practice to make sure they have a chance to win the WPIAL championships.
Looking forward to having a great individual season and going far in the team playoffs and having a lot of fun.
I think my toughest tournament this year is going to be Powerade. Just all the prep schools and everyone that's going to be there this year. It's going to be tough.
I think the team's biggest competition this year is definitely, fighting at the WPIAL spot to win the team WPIAL championship and, make it to states.
Mears believes there's a lot of great opportunity for this season.
The girls basketball team has high expectations this season. Here's Luke Hamady with the details.
Thanks, Ben. The girls basketball team kicked off their season off last weekend with a tip-off tournament at Indiana. For the first game, the girls defeated Marion Center by a score of 66-43. Emma Blair led the way for the Cats, scoring 18 points, and was complimented by Anna Rafferty, putting up a solid 14 points. For the second and last game of the tournament, the girls faced off against Indiana. Unfortunately, the girls barely fell short and lost by 3 points by a score of 53-50. In that game, Camille Dominic led the way for the Cats with 19 points. Looking ahead, your Cats will travel to Penn Hills on Tuesday to battle the Indians at 6 p.m. for a section play game. That's all for girls basketball. Back to you in the studio, Ben.
Now, here is reporter Nate Roth with an update on the boys basketball team.
The varsity basketball team went to Butler over the weekend and took a pretty hard loss to Butler Friday night, with Landon Butler leading the way with 26 points. On Saturday, the boys played against Knock, which they took a close loss with a lot of fight and heart. The leading scorer that night was Chase Sickenberg with 16 points. This past Tuesday night, the boys team took on Cannon Mac with a lot of fight and another tough loss, with Chase Sickenberg leading the scoring. The boys hope to rebound tonight as they take on Woodland Hills away at 6 p.m. That's all for basketball. Back to you.
Thanks, Nate. The bowling team has been on a roll. Here's Richard Hillwig with more.
Thanks, Ben. The bowling team kicked off their season last Wednesday against Greensburg-Salem. The boys team took care of business, winning 7-0, while the girls team fell short 5-2. Then on Friday, the team took on York. Both the boys and girls won their matches 7-0. For the girls, they have been led by the strong play of Kaylee Zuzak, while Alex Brubaker and James Gatto have been leading the way for the boys. As of now, James Gatto, Robbie Phillips, Alex Brubaker, Jason Markowski, Justin Taylor, and Cole Pfeiffer are meeting the minimum championships requirement of 170, while Aiden Leone and Kaylee Zuzak are meeting the minimum of 140. That's all for bowling. Back to you, Ben.
Let's head over to Adina Peru with an update on the swimming and diving team.
Thanks, Ben. The swimming and diving team is off to a great start this season. The girls defeated Penn Hills with a score of 84-48. Some highlights include the 200 medley relay, where Brent Vogelslang, Addison Bush, Lily Maxwell, and Gabrielle Johnson all placed first, and the 400 relay, where Gabrielle Johnson, Destiny Homan, Maggie Elder, and Kate Wolford placed first, while Jill Riggs, Allie Gentillo, Cindy Lucon, and Christina Hahn placed second. Heading over to diving, Hannah Pelosi placed first with a WPIAL qualifying score, followed by Quinlan Mulroy, who placed second, and Maria Thunberg, who took third. The boys also defeated Penn Hills with a score of 88-59. Some highlights include Julian Zhu having WPIAL qualifying times in both the 200 medley relay and the 400 free relay. In the 200 free relay, Liam Muccino, Tico Angelicio, John Elder, and Ben Bradley all finished first. In diving, Tanner Propella took first. Good luck to both the boys and girls teams as they take on Indiana and Butler away at IUP on Monday, December 20th at 6 p.m. That's all for swimming. Back to you, Ben.
Thanks, Adina. Here's reporter Amaya Henderson with a look at what's going on with the hockey team.
Thanks, Ben. The hockey team has had a very up and down season so far, including the whole league. The two best teams they faced so far were Penn Trafford and Franklin Regional. Juniors Josh Coffey, Peyton Myers, and J.D. Robinson currently have the most goals. They agreed that a highlight of their season is beating Armstrong 3-2 in a shootout. The players have learned that over their games and other team games, no one can be counted out on any given night. On Monday night, the team faced Indiana and won by a score of 6-1. Peyton Myers and Noah Gaidos led the way for the Cats, both scoring 2 goals. Reed West and Ethan Elias also scored. Vinny Amatucci got the win and the goal. These guys continue to play hard and fight for their intent. Stay tuned on this team as they travel to Meadville for a game next Tuesday at 7:45 p.m. That's all for hockey. Back to you in the studio, Ben.
Thanks for joining us for this edition of Wildcat All Access. Let's go, Cats!